and gentlemen, we are here tonight to recognize some very special people.
Individuals who have served our country with honor, courage, and bravery.
Tomorrow, on November 11th, our nation will celebrate the holiday called Veterans Day.
To mark this important holiday, we are pleased to honor the men and women of our armed forces with this musical salute.
Today we are honored to have veterans among us, and many of you have friends and family that have served or are currently serving in the armed forces right now.
To the veterans that are with us here today and to the families of veterans, we thank you, and we will not forget the sacrifices that you have made for each one of us.
During the War of 1812, Francis Scott Key was on a boat in Baltimore Harbor. From there, he witnessed the bombing of Fort McHenry by the British Army.
All through the night, he caught glimpses of the American flag through the smoke and flashes of light of the bombing.
In the morning, he was so thrilled to see the flag still flying that he was inspired to write a poem about it. The poem he wrote was later set to the tune of another song and eventually became America's national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Before it was named the Star-Spangled Banner, it was called Defense of Fort McHenry. Key eventually changed the name to better represent the flag and the United States.
The first sporting event to hear the Star-Spangled Banner was a baseball game in 1862 in Brooklyn, New York. The anthem was performed at the first World Series in 1903 in Boston. Many believe it was first performed at the 1918 World Series.
President Harvard signed the bill that made the song the national anthem in 1941, prior to the United States Navy to official ceremony.
Even though Francis Scott Key wrote the anthem almost 200 years ago, he called America the land of the free and the home of the brave. Those words are as true today as they were then.
Please stand for the recitation of the Pledge of Allegiance and the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Declaration of the Independence, the U.S. Army has played a vital role in the growth and the development of our nation. Under the leadership of George Washington, the United States had an army for a year longer has it been a country.
George Washington wasn't sure who's fit for the task of commanding the army. He thought he might not have the quality experience and skills to do the job.
In total, 31 presidents have served in the United States Armed Forces, and 16 of those, including Theodore Roosevelt, served in the Army.
And the Army wasn't serving in wars. They were mapping the country. In fact, Army officers made up the Lewis and Clark expedition that helped map out the American West.
The Army was the last service branch to adopt an official song. On Veterans Day 1956, the Army Goes Rolling was declared.
The U.S. Navy celebrated its birthday on October 13th in 1775. A naval force was established by the Continental Congress to aid the conflict with the British.
Navy ships named for individuals are named after the eldest living female descendant of that individual.
Humphrey Bogart, Bob Barker, and MC Hammer all served in the Navy.
The first version of the Navy was dissolved following the Revolutionary War, but it was reconstituted to deal with piracy.
The Blue Angels, a Navy spy expedition team, was established in 1946 to raise the public's interest in naval aviation and boost naval morale.
The Naval Academy song is over 100 years old. Anchors Aweigh was in 1906, and Navy members still proudly sing the anthem today.
The Marines were founded even before America won its independence. In 1775, Congress created submarines to serve on land and at sea. The President-owned Marine Band is the oldest active professional music group in America. It was founded in 1798 to perform for the President of the United States and the Commandant of the Marines.
The Marines' birthday is today, November the 10th.
The Marines' hymn is the oldest official song in the United States military. While the lyrics were written by an American, the music is from a French opera. It is traditionally the last song played during the ceremonies and gatherings.
Each element of the Marine Corps album has a unique meaning. The eagle is a symbol of the United States and is often associated with freedom.
The globe represents the Marine Corps' commitment to serving anywhere in the world. The anchor symbolizes the Marines' duties at sea and close relations with the Navy.
The Coast Guard was founded on August 4th, 1790 after Congress commissioned 10 ships to help enforce federal tariffs and prevent smuggling. Until the Navy was reestablished in 1797, the Coast Guard was the only naval service in the country.
The Coast Guard has two official flags, the Coast Guard Standard and the Coast Guard Sign.
One of the lesser-known Coast Guard facts is that becoming a Coast Guard rescue swimmer is extremely hard.
More than half the people who try out fail.
In 1967, the Coast Guard adopted the trademark red slash design, or racing stripe that appears on its vessels.
The Coast Guard core values are honor, respect, and devotion to duty.
The United States Coast Guard is the world's oldest life-saving service, and Semper Paratus, Always Ready, is its theme song.
September 18th is the birthday of the Air Force, now the second youngest of the service branches. The Air Force was officially founded as a service in 1947.
The Air Force's official song is titled The U.S. Air Forces and includes the familiar line, "Off we go into the wild blue yonder."
The Air Force's colors are blue and yellow, blue for the sky and yellow for the sun.
In 1947, the Air Force Captain Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier, eventually leading to outer space and a man on the moon.
The Air Force Research Lab built a supercomputer called the Condor Cluster to study satellite imagery.
The supercomputer is made up of 1,760 PlayStation 3s. It is the 33rd most powerful computer in the world.
The U.S. Space Force was established December
20th, 2019, when the National Defense created the first new branch of the armed services in 73 years. The establishment of the USSF resulted from widespread recognition that space was an important part of national security.
For the last 60 years, space capabilities have become essential to the way modern military conducts operations.
The U.S. military is faster, better connected, more informed, and precise because of space.
They believe that space is critical and is woven into the fabric of daily life.
Satellites connect people on every corner of the globe, monitor weather patterns, carry television broadcasts, and the timing of navigation services.
Today, the USSF has been called to protect and defend America and stressed and to ensure our force, our allies, and the world never expects a day without space.
They serve across the globe, working 24/7 to design, acquire, field, test, operate, and defend the critical space systems of the nation and the world.
They stand ready every day, always above.
Please join us at the right of the stage if you are a veteran attending our show tonight.
Ms. Grace, I will reiterate what she just said. If you are a veteran in our audience, we would like for you to come and join us up here.
Before our last selection, please feel free to share with your audience your rank and military branch.
You can share your name, your military branch, and your years of service with us.
Paul Good, U.S. Army, 68 to 69 to Vietnam.
Luna Kocher, United States Air Force, 1961 to 1965.
Ryan Schroeder, U.S. Navy, 6 years.
Eric Thomas, United States Marine Corps, 7 years.
Andrew Zimmerly, U.S. Army, 6 years.
David Curran, U.S. Army, 23 years.
Mikkel Hutchison, U.S. Army, 99 to 2003.
Bo Payne, U.S. Navy, 6 years.
Kyle Klemenczyk, United States Marine Corps, 8 years.
Dave Mirko, United States Marine Corps, 9 years.
Tom Lee, U.S. Navy, 63 to 67.
Lucas Cox, U.S. Navy, 8 years.
Yes. Jesse Welsh, U.S. Air Force, 13 years.
Larry Dowling, Air Force, 1960-64.
James Couch, United States Navy, 20 years.
Jack Cate, United States Marine Corps, 14 years.
If you all would remain standing, we have one more selection for you tonight. Please.